Rise and grind, the best whiskeys in my collection. Let's get into this list. Here at Rise and Grind, we equip you. We share with you the best whiskeys, cigars, cigar lounges. We share with you everything that you need so that you can level up and enjoy yourself. Today we want to do this video. We're going to do this quick one take. We're going to go through the best whiskeys in my collection. Now, what makes it the best? Because the taste, the flavor, the experience, the joy that I have in drinking it. And so I want to share with you 5 whiskeys. These are just hands down the best that I've got. They may not be the most expensive, they may not be the most allocated, but when I drink these products, I always have a great time. And so we're gonna just jump right into this Stag Jr. And so this is just, I had a pour of this the other night with my son who just turned 21. To me, this is just so dependable, so tasty. You get all the cinnamon and cherry. This is just a good pour. Barrel proof, mouth coating. And so I just love Stag Jr. To me, this is just one of the bottles I'm always gonna have on hand. Retail, I think it goes for, I don't know, $50 to $80. I think I paid like maybe $120. Was thrilled when I got it. I never see these out in California, and so I'm always gonna make sure I got a bottle of Stag Jr. Again, just the taste of it. It's just got this unique taste. And so you've got all these barrel-proof products out, the Elijah Craigs and the Larceny, but truth be told, when we gotta go on home to the originator, when we think about real barrel-proof whiskey, we think about Stag Jr. And so this is just one of the best bottles that I've got. I'll always have a bottle of this. Absolutely love that. Next, we're gonna go to Little Book. Now, this is chapter 7 in retrospect. Now, I collect the Bookers, I collect the Little Book. I know they've gotten some flack as of the past couple years, but this product is back. What they do with this, in fact, I just tasted the chapter 8 and it's an all rye. They're always pushing the envelope. And so Jim Beam, through their Little Book products, they experiment. They got all kind of different finishes and blends and mix. This right here, chapter 7, is just flat out good. And so I had a sample of this, tasted a sample, ran to the store, got me a bottle. So again, if you want something that is complex, something that's exciting, something that's just different. And so I got this at one of my local liquor stores, was happy to see it. It was marked up maybe an extra $20 or so. I was happy to see it, secured it, got it. One of the best whiskeys that I have right now, Little Book chapter 7. And we're just gonna keep on pushing. One of the best whiskeys that I've got right now, one of the best whiskeys out, we got Discovery Series by Bardstown. This is number 11. And so those who go way back, everybody talks about number 3, number 4. Those were just when it was just so good. They made their mark on the industry. Then they started blending, well, they've always blended. They're the master blenders, bringing in different distillates. But then they got a little carried away, started blending some Kentucky stuff with some Canada stuff and some Tennessee stuff, and the taste started to go away. But with this, they've gone back to the basics. This is all Kentucky. This is just delicious. If you've ever had Russell's Reserve 13-year, you're gonna absolutely love this. This is just delicious. One of the things about these, they always have this toffee note to it. Just so tasty. Perfect proof, perfect experience, just a delight. This is a crowd pleaser. And so this is 118 proof, but it's got this pleasant sweetness to it. And so If we're gonna think about maybe a stag as being the steak and potatoes, this right here, this is your fancy dessert. This is just so good, so delicious. This right here is by far one of the best bottles that I've got. I'm excited about this. I'm excited that you're watching this video. I'm excited that you guys have joined me on this journey. I know my style of delivery might be different. I'm not gonna go into all the kinds of notes. I wanna share with you the experience that I have when I drink these products. And so if you enjoy that, upbeat, quick, one take, not a whole bunch of edits, if you enjoy that, hit subscribe, hit like, encourage me. Leave a comment, let me know what are your best 5 whiskeys. And if you just like motivation, encouragement, we got another channel called The Grind Podcast. Check that channel out. But we're gonna press on. Oh, just one of the best whiskeys that I've got. Sagamore, 8-year. And so I love everything they put out. Their sherry finish, their port barrel finish. Just every product that they put out. They do a lot of finishes. I saw the other day they had this Manhattan finish and they got like a tequila finish. Sometimes they take it a little too far, but just just the products that they put out. And the best that I think they have is this 8-year. I would put this up against any rye whiskey that's out there, particularly any Finnish rye whiskeys. And so stuff like Midwinter's Night Dram, stuff like that, this blows it away. Just delicious. I pull this out any bottle share that I'm gonna go to. I need to get me another bottle. I could have double upped. I didn't know it was gonna be so good. This is just a great product. Sagamore doing amazing things. And as we go to the last best whiskeys that I've got, again, this is a list of just the good stuff, not the most expensive stuff, the dependable stuff, the tasty stuff, the stuff that just always gives me an amazing experience. Got to look at E.H. Taylor, the single barrel. Now I've got the small batch, I've got the barrel proof, but if we're talking about just good, notice this is still closed. But I know when I open this up, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Bottle after bottle, the single barrel of this is just so good. Small batch is great. Barrel proof is really good. This right here, if you just want some of that good old Buffalo Trace. And so notice, this is steak and potatoes. This we gonna call this is like a great shrimp meal. And so this is just delicious, dependable. I like the proof of this. And so it's not barrel proof. In fact, it's bottle and bond, so it's 100 proof. And so it sips a little bit easier than some of the other offerings, particularly comparing this to the barrel proof, the E.H. Taylor barrel proof. This is just so much better. I love having these with cigars. They tend to have this leathery tobacco note to it, mixed in with all the brown sugar and the other bourbon goodness. And so when we talk about just good stuff, gotta go with the E.H. Taylor single barrel. And so just wanted to do this video really quick, just share with you some of the best whiskeys in my collection right now. Share with me, let me know what are some of your best. Forget all the allocation, forget the rare, hard to find. What is the good stuff that you've got right now? Share it with us. And before I leave you, share with you my best, want to give you just some motivation for our conversation. Today, I just want to remind you that you cannot soar with eagles if you keep hopping around with chickens. And so that's the motivation, that's the conversation. If you're wondering why you aren't soaring in life, why aren't you getting to that next level? Why are you still at that same level? It might be the company that you keep. It might be that you're hanging out with people who they're pecking on the floor and they're just jumping around and they're just making a whole lot of noise. But at some point, if you want to soar with the eagles, at some point, if you want to get to that next level, at some point, if you want to elevate, at some point, if you want to rise, then you've got to ditch the chickens and find you some eagles. You see, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And so if you keep hanging out with people who think small and they think negative and they dwell on the past, that is what you're going to be. And so if you want to get to that next level, you've got to really look at the company that you keep. Remember, you can't soar with the eagles if you spend all your time with the chickens. Hey, like, comment, subscribe, but most importantly, rise and grind.